Hey vinyl community, I recently got back from an awesome record store. Got several albums from that, some signed albums, got a really cool pre-order in, got some more pre-orders on the way that I'm going to talk about at the end, and got a nice book in that I had on pre-order. So the pre-order that I had come in was this Skyrim video game soundtrack. I know a lot of people in the in the vinyl community probably don't play games, but this was an awesome soundtrack, and it comes on this cool kind of green, translucent kind of vinyl. But I really like this this gatefold with the cutout. It's pretty awesome. The book I pre-ordered is the new Led Zeppelin book that I recently got, and if you have this, the Jimmy Page book, which is his basically like a biography and photos, then you'll want to pick up this. It's basically the same thing for Led Zeppelin. I got this in today, looked over it, and was amazed. It is an awesome book. So many unseen rare photos. If you pre-ordered it, you got this cool poster. But I mean, it's just filled to the brim with awesome photos of Led Zeppelin. Like here's some from 1973 or so, and the book is organized by years, and so it'll go from 68 to 69, and then 70, 71, and then 72 maybe to 74, 75 to 7, stuff like that. Different kind of eras and albums and whatnot. But it's really cool to see a lot of behind the scenes photos that never seen before, and it's a really good quality book. Definitely worth the $100 or so, whatever it's going for. Now we're going to get into a few records that I picked up across town at a record store, and I got several. I mean, I got like 20, 30 albums, but most of them are just cheap dollar albums. So these are the really cool ones. This I've really wanted for a few weeks since I found out it existed. This is a radio sampler for ZZ Top's Worldwide Texas Tour. So they send this to, I guess, radio stations to play the ZZ Top songs from their first few albums. So there's stuff from, I mean, the first album, Rio Grande Mud, Tres Hombres, and Fandango on here. And it's actually in really good condition too. And this tour, if you're fascinated by like old rock music, look up the details of this tour. They toured with a longhorn steer, a buffalo, a vulture, some rattlesnakes, and basically had a giant Texas-shaped stage. So it looked like, I mean, you're bringing Texas to the people, and that's the little tagline, taking Texas to the people. So imagine seeing them in, you know, New York City at MSG, and there's a buffalo and longhorn and rattlesnakes and all that. It's just insane. But I've just really wanted this as a ZZ Top fan, and glad I finally got it. The record store that my girlfriend and I went to was just crazy. I mean, wall to wall, just bookshelves of records. The guy who runs the place actually ran or worked at a record plant here in Houston. So he's got all these sealed albums and whatnot, and it's just, his whole record shop is just bookshelves of albums all around a giant room. And I happened to see a shelf that had a little tag on it that said autographed. So I happened to, you know, look through it, and I found these albums. Two of them in here are to Debbie. I'm not Debbie, but this first one is by an artist named Bobby Caldwell, who I do not know, but I decided to pick this up because it was $5, and I got another one signed to Debbie that I really, really, really like. And I figured, you know, they're both to Debbie, so might as well keep them together. But I was blown away when I got home and pulled it out. I thought, you know, it'll be a regular record, but it's actually this heart-shaped 45, which is awesome in itself. But the coolest part about this is it's signed, you know, to Debbie, best wishes, thanks for your support, Bobby. And in here is a Polaroid of, I guess, Debbie and Bobby Caldwell at his signing for his album. I don't know how well you can see this, but I'll overlay a close-up of it so you can see it better. But I mean, that was worth $5 all day. I have a Polaroid of the person who originally got it signed back in '79. It's awesome. So I got that for $5. This one was a little more expensive, but being from Texas, I had to pick this up. I've seen this album before and not gotten it because people in Texas will usually charge too much for anything related to Texas. So I've seen this album go for, you know, $15-20, even though on Discogs it's like $2. But it's an Austin Rhythm and Blues Christmas, and it's got Fabulous Thunderbirds with Jimmy Vaughn, Angela Straley, Luann Barton, and a bunch of other local Austin people. And the cool part is that on the back it's signed by all the members of the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Angela Straley, Luann Barton, Jimmy Vaughn, and a few other people who are listed on here. So it's really cool to have something that, I mean, the Fabulous Thunderbirds are just an awesome, awesome kick-ass band. Luann Barton is such a great, great singer, and this is in actually really good condition, so I'm very pleased to own that. And I think that one was like $30. But this one, this was the find of a lifetime for me, and this one was $5. Also signed to Debbie, but this is one of my favorite guitarists of all time. Signed this, I guess, when this album came out back in '79, I think. But it says to Debbie, Toy Caldwell, Marshall Tucker Band. It's a little scuffed up, but I don't even care. Owning anything that was in the hands of Toy Caldwell is, I mean, a dream come true. This is awesome. This was a holy grail that I didn't know existed, and this is one of my favorite records that I own now. So those were a couple of the pre-orders that came in, the book and the Skyrim soundtrack, and, you know, the other albums that I got at the record store. But I do have more pre-orders coming in really soon. I have several other things coming in the mail. I ordered Billy Gibbons' solo album, Big Bad Blues. I got the signed version. I wish they still had the test pressing, but it's sold out, unfortunately. And they didn't have the green vinyl version anymore, so I just got the black, but it's signed, and it wasn't really that much. That was released September 21st, but I ordered it after that, so it'll be here any day now. And a local band named Rosette, they have a band camp, just Rose and then space ETTE. They're a really, really cool little band, and I saw them open up for, I believe, the Black Angels a few years ago, and really, really liked them, so I pre-ordered their first album. That comes out October 6th. There's a blue vinyl version, and I might track them down and see if I can get it signed. I pre-ordered Jason Isbell's new double album, Live from the Ryman, on gold vinyl from his website, and that ships out October 19th. I got several variations of the Smashing Pumpkins' Shiny and Oh So Bright Volume 1. I saw them a few months ago here in Houston, and it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. I heard the new songs and saw one live, and I was surprised. I think they're better than anything the Smashing Pumpkins have done since Machina. So I'm proud that, I'm happy that James Ehaw is back in the group with Jimmy and Jeff Schroeder and Billy Corgan. So I I made the mistake of pre-ordering several variations, because every time I'd find one, I'd find another that was cooler. So here's what I ended up ordering, and I'm going to read these off a list on my phone because there's several of them. I ordered the silver vinyl variation from Rough Trade, the Europe-only exclusive. I ordered the gold vinyl from Napalm Records. I pre-ordered the random 1 in 10 mixed glow from Bull Moose. So 9 out of 10 are just going to be standard black, but I wanted to see if I was lucky enough to get the 1 in 10 glow in the dark. I also got the purple vinyl box set bundle with a 7-inch from Smashing Pumpkins website. Those come out November 16th. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I may have pre-ordered something else, I don't know, 4 or 5 variations of the same album. So I'll probably give some away to friends. I might give one away on here, do a little giveaway of one. But yeah, I went a little overboard on that one. But you can never have too many Smashing Pumpkins. And the last thing I ordered that I'm probably the most excited for, because this is something that I've never thought I would see, is... and again, I know a lot of you don't care probably about video game soundtracks. I'm sorry if that's boring to you. But it's a bit of a niche in the vinyl community. I'm sure there's a couple other people out there who really care. But, I mean, video game music to me is just... It brings me back to a certain place and time in my life, and it's awesome. I love it. And one of my favorite video game soundtracks is the game RuneScape. And I played this game, I mean, throughout my childhood, every day. I was just maxing out my character and just having the time of my life. And they pressed it on red vinyl, and it comes out in December. So I have pre-ordered that, and that's probably the most excited I've been for a pre-order since the Yardbirds box set. I'm so stoked. I can't wait. But yeah, that's the recent haul I've gotten. Just a handful of worthy albums to show you guys, and a couple of pre-orders that came in, the Skyrim and the Led Zeppelin book. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it, and good luck digging out there.